Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my craft room. It's Mel from Inspired Crafts. I suppose I just got to first of all say I'm sorry I don't know why, but my scheduled post didn't go live this morning, so for anyone expecting me live at 10 o'clock this morning, I'm afraid it was a bit of a I was really frustrated to find that it hadn't gone live, and so I'm really sorry, but I'm here now, and I'm just checking that I'm live in the correct place. Bear with me. If you are joining me today, it'd be lovely to say hello and pop a comment in, and hopefully Facebook will let me see that see the comments today. I've just noticed the recycling lorry is coming down rather late, so apologies now if you hear any crashing about. Hopefully they won't be too long or too noisy. Okay, so first things first, just want to let you know that the last chance products list has been updated, and there's quite a lot. I'm just oh, this is different to on my went into the filters. It's different to on my laptop, but yeah, there's loads of some really nice stamp sets, scrapbook workshop kits on offer, packs of designer series paper, other kits. I know there's like ribbons and embellishments, and I think that when I looked earlier, I was able to put in low to high price, and I think it started at like £3, £2, something. So, and of course you get all of your, you can earn rewards even on this. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff on there that's got some really good discounts. It's a great time. Oh, I'm really sad about this. I loved it, but I don't know whether it's just the sweet rather than the whole thing that's going. But some really nice products. Say there's ribbons, there's embellishments, papers, sweets, dies, all sorts. Scrapbooking workshop kits. Yeah, really worth having a look at, because there's some great bargains on there. Okay, so the other thing I must mention is my live from last week. I've not uploaded it yet because Clipchamp is really playing up, and it won't let me download the captions, so I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to find maybe another program I can use that will do it. I think it's to do with the length of it, because it's Clipchamp seems to like half an hour videos at the most. Anyway, last week I showed you a card with this banner die, and I said that I would make a card using the banner dies, so that's what I've done. I think it's quite sweet actually. It stands up well, and obviously the layer inside is from the banner dies as well, so I thought we could make one of those today. And I'm using the beautiful I'm just running over the some of my cardstock down there. Using this, the beautiful Florals in Bloom papers. I just love these. They're so bright and cheerful. It's great. And the base that I'm using is one of the new in colours called Darling Duckling, I think it is. Let me just check. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Have a look on blends. Yeah, Darling Duckling. So this card does fit into a standard size envelope as well, so obviously you could make bigger ones. I'll show you as you can see, I've used this one as the card base and then this one for the layers. So if you wanted to make bigger ones and send them in bigger envelopes, you could. Okay, so right, let's put that out of the way. I am in the middle of packing up my online card class at the moment as well. I've got card classes this week, so the ones that are online will be going out in the post tomorrow, hopefully. Just got to finish putting the last bits together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need a white layer for the inside and I need a pattern paper layer. So I'm just going to cut this and the white one. Bear with me. Something else falling down. Okay, so there's my two layers. I'll pop those out the way. For the card base, I've cut this at 4 1/8 of an inch, so basically in half. It's 10.4 centimeters, and then it's the whole A4 sheet, just literally cut in half, and then I've scored it at 5 3/4 inches, 15 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to fold it over, give it a good burnish with that, and as you can see, it fits just about, but we don't want to waste too much. Now the idea is if I do it this way, it'll probably show easier. We're going to cut it like so. So the very top of the die is off of the cardstock at the join. So it's just going to be above the join. And I'm just going to pop. You can see that it's straight. I'm going to pop a little bit of washi tape on there just to hold it, and then I'll just run that through. Okay, so there we have our yellow card base. Simple as that. Okay, so this is the front layer. This can just go on, be stuck on straight off. Okay. I've had the stamp set somewhere. Where's the stamp set? here it is. You may see I've got some dies here already cut. This is flowers, so this is these two that build up, as you'll see in a moment, and then I've cut a couple of the leaves as well, hoping they won't be too big for what I want to do. I think they'll be fine. So yeah, so I'm pop those back out the way, and see, this is the stamp set. So I'm going to, I want to stamp just some flowers first of all down in here, and that bit. And here's my strawberry slush ink pad. I do quite like this colour. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a reddy pink. Right, so I'm going to do the base flowers first, and I'm going to stamp off so that we've got a lighter image. Just give that a wipe, and then I'm not going to stamp off now. I'm going to just attempt to see, there's that little, can't see really from here, but I will plonk it down there. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so you get the definition, makes it look as though the petals have curled up as well a bit, so it's more 3D than rather than just a flat stamp. I'm not gonna put a sentiment inside. I'm gonna stick this in. Pop that over there a moment. And this, now I don't know how this goes together. I need to just need to have a, I'm going to have a look. That's probably the easiest way. I'm going to have a look in the catalogue, because I know there are some pictures of it. Let's cover that up so I don't get ink all over that. Okay, so it looks as though this goes, so these bits here go like so, so you can see there, like on those areas. So that's easy enough. So I can dot some glue, and you haven't got to try and get the, or I mean you could cut this out with adhesive sheets, but these are quite a good size for just putting some little dots. And then sticking those bits down without too much. Okay. Oop. And then obviously with this being the same colour, I do want to just change that slightly. So I'm going to use, I haven't tried this, but I think I'm going to use just a bit of the crumb cake just to give it a bit of definition as to where the bees would go, if you like. Okay, so and the leaves, you can see they're cut, so you can do them a bit more three-dimensional. Just by quite easily, just by rubbing your thumb along them, and you could do that as well. So I've used this oval punch on the previous one, so I'm going to use that again. Just the scrap bits from cutting out my big base I'm going to use, and I'm just going to cut the ends like so, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those in a moment. And now I want a white piece of white, and I need something to stamp with. Let's have a look. I haven't used this one much yet, but I think it will. Let's have a look, see whether. Yeah, this one. I'm going to do a thank you card, because we all like thank you cards and they always come in really handy. Just going to make sure that I've got enough space. It's actually this. Oops, this might prove a bit big for what I want actually. By the time I've put my, yeah, I think that stamp's going to be too big, so I'm going to find something different. Just clean that off. It's a shame. I will find a smaller sentiment. Smaller sentiment, and I think it's going to change from a thank you to a birthday maybe. It will fit. Punch another. Okay, so this is the Spring Corners stamp set. We get a block. I could have just turned the other one over, but because I've stamped in quite a big stamp, I just want to be able to ensure that it's not seen through the other side. Okay. Okay, so I want it sort of down and off to the bottom. Now, this is where these bits come in. So I'm going to just border the sides just to give it a bit of extra colour. And bung the glue. It doesn't have to be too wide, you could just do a very thin bit, but it just, I think it just helps it to pop a bit more. And then this is going to sit sort of play around with it until you're happy with how you're putting it. Try and keep it roughly where I'd placed it. So that one's going to go on there, and I'm going to put that one on with a dimensional. Just have to find them. There they are. Oh, these are tiny ones. Let me cut a bit from the edge. Okay, and then take these bits off. Pop it roughly in the middle, and a bit of bling. You've got to have a bit of bling on the cards. These are strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems, and then those look more white with gold, but they've got gold flecks in. I don't know if you can see that, but they're really pretty. So let's find my, take your pick tool and use some of the smaller ones, I think. Oh. So these ones are in the strawberry slush, just to give it a bit of a sparkle. And then we've obviously got our inside. And it stands up perfectly. I think it actually stands up better than when we cut a normal card blank like that. So yeah, I think that's, before I finish, one other thing I'm going to do, just to add a bit more bling, I'm going to put some, if I can get my Winker Stella off, I'm going to pop some glittery, lovely Winker Stella just on the this middle bit. There is a name for it, isn't there, but I can't think what it's called, just to add an extra bit of sparkle. Okay, so that's 2 cards using the banner dies as card bases. I will look at other things that I can make using them as well, and yeah, they're far more useful than just banner dies, that's for sure. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and it's given you some ideas around some unusual maybe cards, but still something worth trying out. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.